What is happening, everybody? I hope you're all well, and welcome on back to God of War Ragnarok. If you're new here or haven't yet, please do subscribe, leave a like and a comment. If you want to catch up on the Let's Play so far, I do have the playlist for the series linked down in the description below, so feel free to check that out if you don't want to jump in so far ahead. So, today's episode, I figured we would go back to Alfheim, finally, and check out this Elven Sanctum. Which one would be... Canyons would probably be the better one, looking at the map. Yeah, I figured we'd go check out this Elven Sanctum. It's like our last side quest.
Are we off to find that Elven Sanctum then, or something else?
Yeah, I figured I'd drag you through the desert, since you're brand new here.
We found a Hafgufa out in the Barrens, my lady. In terrible pain. We freed it, but there's another intern somewhere beneath the Forbidden Sands.
A Hafgufa? I haven't seen one since I was a child.
And what else? There's still that secret elven library in Alfheim.
Lead the way.
Interesting. So there's more than one thing that we have to do here. Maybe it'll pop up. We're mainly here for the Elven Sanctum, because I wanna get all that stuff squared away.
You're gonna need to stock up. Luckily, I'm offering new items.
Yeah, I'll take care of that later. Yeah, she's coming for a ride with us. Yeah, mainly I want to get the Elven Sanctum, but if an opportunity to free more Hafgufa pops up while we're out and about doing this kind of stuff, I'm down for that. I'm sure we have the ability to backtrack and get new stuff now from inside where we've already been, but...
I meant by the time they burned it, he'd been a prisoner for some time. It was a mob of lesser Aesir, bitter and short-sighted, who tied him up and lit him aflame, as punishment for the sabotage they imagined him guilty of. Obviously, he survived. In fact, he used the opportunity to escape. But such an affront made war inevitable.
Wait. Let us look this way.
Much of the sand has been cleared
This rune
away,
carving thing
but
is
another
interesting.
storm rages beyond that pass, which must mean
Another Hafgufa!
Do the thing.
Meki.
Very good. Yeah, I've been thinking about this game in the meantime, like in between episodes while I've been editing or uploading, just watching back some footage, and man, I don't know how I feel about this game so far.
I remember when
It's not what I expected. There's definitely some cool parts.
the desert was healthy and full of life back then.
There's some
I
parts
can't
that have
help but
picked up
fear that era has ended for good.
where they left off, where I wanted it to, but at the same time, I think the combat in this game might be a step back. There's some things that they've done with the combat since 2018 that I really am not a fan of. I like them expanding on things, right? I like the new additions, like the more in-depth combat systems. I like the way that you can upgrade abilities now to get more juice. But I really don't like...
Keep a lookout for a cave!
I really don't like the auto-tracking that the enemies have here. I don't like the, some of the enemy design in general, man. Like that Needhog fight, maybe it's because I was tired and I just wasn't the best version of myself during that encounter. But that really wasn't enjoyable to me. It was like really gimmicky. It was like floundering around the map in and out of portals. The telegraphing on enemies is a little wonky, I think. But definitely the tracking too. Like if you dodge, in God of War 2018, I even have a clip that's like the perfect representation of this. But in God of War 2018, there's you can literally avoid enemy attacks by sidestepping. You could just go like this, and they'll miss because once they're telegraphing, the attack is going where it's going, like it would in reality, right? In this game, if you dodge too early, when the swing is mid-air, they'll totally still hit you with it because they'll 360 mid-swing and catch you. And I get it's a game and it's not supposed to be real and all that, but...
Put it on one of my horns. Let's see if I can pull it off.
No.
With what, your tongue? Yeah, telegraphing and... I don't know, things making sense in terms of combat is a pretty big deal to me. I guess it's from playing a bunch of Dark Souls and stuff. But God of War 2018 really reminds me of a Souls game. This one reminds me more of like a Darksiders game. Which again, it's not a bad thing, but it's not as good as 2018, I don't think.
Library.
An archive of knowledge.
No sign of the Light Elves.
For now.
Maybe they've left for the day. We can browse at our leisure.
Yeah, fat chance of that, Emir. Or Mimir, sorry. Yeah, I'm not necessarily dumping on the game. The story has been okay so far. Although I had my problems with Atreus, but I also had my problems with Atreus in the first game too. But the story, I guess I can't really decide that until we've...
These texts alone are not enough to
Wait,
end
more of
the
it.
war. But restricting their access only serves those who wish to prolong it.
Taking a page out of Odin's book.
Aye. Quite the advantage for the Light Elves.
I guess we'll see
All this
going forward.
knowledge of their ancestors.
I've noticed myself
Their
not
shared
enjoying this as
history
much as
and culture.
2018 though.
Just sitting here. Forgotten.
A slight feeling of disappointment on occasion. What you got for me? More crafting mats. What are you? Book? Is that what we came for?
This book is sealed, but there is an inscription. Consul.
Big Veer spoke of an exile of the same name. Odds are he'd like a gander at that particular text.
My Yggdrasil fragment. Hey, and the treasure map. How's it then, huh? There's really no combat here. Interesting. You know, I thought for sure we would get jumped. There we go.
Ah, it appears the librarian would like a word.
Lata Framborg.
Sounds like she wants that journal back.
No.
Use a shield strike!
Trying really hard to parry that. There we go. Yeah, so even if I parry her with that,
Nasty hit! You alright, brother?
yeah, parrying seems like kind of bozo in this game. I'm not gonna lie. I parried that and hit her with the back smash, and it still didn't stagger her out of her attack. Which is the other thing about this too. You have Kratos. You have Kratos going like full bore on this person, right? Like right there. I get it's a boss, I suppose. But like you would imagine that you would be staggered out of that. With the backslash on. Okay. Yeah, we died. Go ahead and bring me back. Focus up on this fire a little. I might be cooked either way, actually.
Use a shield strike, brother!
I was too far away to use that. Yeah, we'll run that fight back. There's a lot of stuff like that, though, right? Like, when I'm parrying, I mean, even when you fight Baldur in God of War 2018, when you parry, he gets staggered. I don't know what this, like, zero stagger on any enemy is, but it's frustrating.
Use a shield strike, brother!
Spartan rage stagger still. God, I hate that attack. Yeah, see? Yeah, silly that is.
Shield strike now!
No sulfur. Thought. Megivita. Helga brought it on.
She thinks she's protecting them by hiding all this knowledge away.
Our ally wishes to read this journal. We are taking the book.
Interesting. It's like that, huh? Yeah, that fight is actually a really good example of the issues my
impressed.
brain is having with this.
Thought you were going to end her.
When last we traveled here, after Faye passed, I killed an elf of great importance. The ramifications were dire for us. I do not wish to make the same mistake twice.
It's fair. You never really know the consequences of things like that, right? And I guess from that elf's perspective too. She's just protecting her culture.
I see an entrance!
This. Indeed. But yeah, man, you have like your parries, you have stagger potential, which is
Appreciate our work here in the desert.
kinda a... Maybe it would be better if I was just blocking rather than trying to parry.
Aye.
But the parries are
The
so
thought
good
of
in
the sands
2018,
again is
man.
a rare privilege.
Or maybe I'm just playing bad, I don't know. Maybe I'm just playing the
For
game
a
wrong.
duet,
But that's how it feels to me. I feel like I'm either missing something or it's not as good.
An abandoned ancient settlement by the looks of it. Built long before the Lightwell's creation.
More hive matter as well.
I'd say we're on the right track then.
And more dank elves. Hello, just missed you. I would love to get some healing stones right now. Doink. Crafting mats. Not sure why that shortcut is there just for this, because realistically it only takes you to you'd be better off just grappling across, because then you're right here. The level design is still very good. I will continue to say that.
This kind of hive material is sensitive to sound. How odd.
New mechanics. That's cool.
When I last came here with you and Atreus, I assumed the absence of Alfheim's light was an aberration. I didn't realize it was covered by it.
Aye. And as far as the Dark Elves are concerned, it's that light column in the center of the temple that's the aberration. Just look at how old some of these surfaces are. Far older than the Lightwell, or even our trapped Hafgufa for that matter.
That's quite the empathetic perspective, Mimir.
Well, dangle from a burly god's backside for a few winters, and you'll find yourself looking for all sorts of new perspectives.
He is kind of burly, isn't he?
More hive, but denser. Maybe the Twilight Stone on the ground will help.
Oh. Stupid.
Well, there you go.
Enemies on the left!
Brother! The wee bastard's about to explode!
Yeah, they keep coming till you break the hive.
To your left!
Now I go back to my goodie chest. Try and use the Leviathan axe for a bit, I guess. We'll see if the big chunky axe helps me fare better. And I guess, while we're thinking about doing all this stuff, let's, that's the straight block one. It's the parry. But also my armor set is kind of dependent on parries, right? Parry and blocking have a high chance to deal bonus damage and poison enemies. Oh, blocking does it too. Okay. Blocking does it too. Then let's try the block shield. You hold Q to charge it. And then once it's charged, you double it. And it does that. See how the block shield fares.
Poison left side!
Oh god. Little shit.
Enemy behind you, Kratos!
See it.
Lido.
Nicely done!
Behind you, look out! Poison at your back!
You good?
Light elves don't often travel underneath the Barrens, do they?
Territory changes hands often in Alfheim. Or so it appears.
Big Veer did mention that these ruins have historical significance for the
We'll
Light
lead
Elves.
the way.
I
So
assume
let's
they're
go this
only
way
here to
first.
keep intruders out.
Well, at least they tried.
I suspect the corpse below would disagree.
What did it say? Sacrifice. The Leviathan axe is pretty good. It's a higher level than my Blades of Chaos, so maybe I should be playing with the Leviathan axe. Give her a good old try.
Good eye. Let's continue, shall we?
Next one, yeah. I feel like he could have just jumped to that, actually. I don't think we need it. Right, look around here. Yeah, this kind of thing is very Darksiders-esque. This reminds me of the grapple you get as War in Darksiders 1. Which is not a bad thing, by the way. Comparing things to Darksiders, at least for me, is definitely not an insult. That's a compliment. That's crazy.
Behind you! Poison!
Enemy behind you, Kratos! Behind you! Look out!
Buttoned up the map.
Freeing these Hafgufas will allow them to breed again. It was a dazzling display once. The skies of Alfheim filled with that song.
I imagine it's the lack of fresh light that's caused this pair to grow abnormally large. No use in having babies if there's nothing for them to feed on.
Trying to protect their children from a
I
harsh
gotta be
world.
up there for that then.
I can relate.
Yeah, missed anything down here today? Ah, let's go. Yeah, I didn't expect to run into light elves here because it was all dark elves that were holding all the stuff hostage last time. What's the point of that? Let's go check. Hello, you. That's the point of that, and very worth it. Hell's Touch. An extremely quick burst of energy that interrupts and knocks back all nearby enemies. You know, I never did figure out how to level this up, by the way. These things. I think you just did it with XP in God of War 2018, so... The Frost Beam is unfortunately not that good here. It's level 3 damage, but... I don't think I need the knockback. What are you? This is probably my favorite one because it's a quick little burst that knocks people back. Let me check something. Yeah, it can't be this because I'm already here. Oh, you have to slide it across. Okay, stupid. Yeah, you have to slide it across. It doesn't just tell you to upgrade it. That's why. We got some of this stuff leveled up. Hefty requirements though. It's 3,000 XP a pop. That's fine. We'll just leave it where it is for now. Don't spend too much. Glad I noticed that because that was a legendary chest. I would have totally missed that. I was about to jump off, to be honest with you. Yeah, I was right about to jump off and just assume that would just be like the way back, and then I saw the gold glow. We should have enough time this episode to free the Hafgufa and then go back to the people. The elves, they're goodies. There it is. Here's the big jelly.
I wonder if these two comprehend the choice they face in free.
What choice do you speak of?
The life cycle of the Hafgufa. In order to breed, they must pass on their light to their children.
And without light, they will die.
I suppose that's all any of us can hope for. That our death has purpose. That we can live on through our children. Given another chance, I know what choice I would make.
Okay. I'm actually not seeing. How to go about breaking these things, because I'm not seeing any of those. Any of the bouncy materials. Yeah, that's not anywhere close to getting all three of them together. There we go. Didn't notice it.
Good. Almost there.
Alright, now that I know what that is. Free you from this angle now.
Well done. Time to set it loose.
Aye, back to the surface then.
Hello.
A pint.
Used in many of Freyr's blessings, I imagine.
He's a smoker. He's a blazer. A whispering slab. I don't think we've found a use for those yet. Finally, a heavy runic for my blades. That looks very satisfying. Yeah, maybe the block shield will just be better. Because I'm not going to get whirled off my guard if I miss a parry. Free, it's mine and I want it. Another Joe.
The fate of these creatures. It reminds me of a story.
Does it?
There once was a blacksmith whose king commanded him to construct a box that could contain all the evils of the world. But no metal could hold such a power. So the blacksmith used the flame of...
Kratos, is this a story meant to ease my grief?
Perhaps it is just a story. A way to pass the time.
I appreciate the sentiment, but, well, your stories,
What about my stories?
I wouldn't exactly call them a comfort.
Fair. Mimir is the better storyteller.
Now, don't sell yourself short, brother. You've come a long way from the days of laconic fables.
It's okay. Finish your story, Kratos.
The blacksmith's daughter was the key to unlocking the box. He died trying to protect her from those who would open it.
Well, at least it's a relatable story.
I think he has the perfect method of storytelling. Straight to the point, concise. He doesn't waffle. Here, maybe. No? Interested. That's what I need to get. There we go. It was a short and sweet story, huh?
Enemy behind
It
you!
appears we've overstayed our welcome in some time. Together.
Time to end this storm.
It was a lonely elf. I don't know what she thought was gonna happen. You cannot, in fact, 1v1 me, or 1v2. The Queen of the Valkyries I got right here. Imagine being stupid enough to take that fight solo. The Queen of the Valkyries and literally the god of death. Alright, Mr. Hafgufa. Let's get you free so that I can explore my new sand dune. Pretty animal.
If my stories are of no comfort, take solace in knowing you did what you thought was best for your son's safety. Even these creatures know. There is little choice for a parent. You are not alone.
I'm not, am I? And now neither are they.
Very pretty.
Wow. Didn't know I could get misty. It's beautiful.
It is. That must make you wish stuff like that was in real life, huh?
Thank you, Kratos. This land sings once more. We've done good here.
Indeed. Like they're hitting the recliner.
No rush to leave yet, is there? Who knows what kind of adventures await us in a freshly lit Barrens?
Well, first things first. I see a bird. You know that thing dies. If I can track it correctly. There we go.
A statue of my brother. How quaint.
How quaint indeed. Okay, so we got some things to break here. Pass that down from up here, I imagine. Probably to hit all three. There we go.
This statue may have survived Freya's absence, but a truce clearly did not. Monuments are useless to those who ignore their message.
He didn't create a truce through diplomacy alone. His godhood, his very presence is what healed this land and allowed peace to take root. But once he left, he had to have known what would happen.
Well, he had good reason to leave. Some jackass convinced his sister to marry a madman.
You said monuments are useless. Why restore this one?
It was hidden for some time. Perhaps now it can serve as a reminder.
Aye. Nothing reminds people of their history like chiseled, well-lit marble.
Hey, I happen to like chiseled well-lit marble. Looks pretty enough. Go put this crystal up there. That's a second crystal, so we already have both. Perfect. Very opulent though, isn't it? Yeah, depending on how long this takes us to crack this little puzzle, I might split the episode before we go back to Freya's camp and turn that into the elves.
Strange. These crystals contain their own light.
You're right. Normally we'd have to provide our own. Perhaps slotting a crystal on the opposite side could shed some light on this mystery.
Ugh.
Okay, so I need to turn this off. Get rid of that. And then my second crystal is down here, right? I just saw it. That gets rid of the bridge. Could take that one and put it up there instead. We'll see. I don't mind carrying these around a little. Wonder if it even matters. We'll have to jiggle them around to get out of this place.
That did. The ring of crystal shards glow.
Looks like we can read the inscription now as well.
What is the gift?
Light from the crystals. It is in the sand now.
Bogvango
Look
whetstone.
at that. Freyr's gift endures after all. Or should I say, his...
Invoke the storm. Steel Harmony is what she's using right now. Yeah, let's keep Steel Harmony on. Although one thing I do want to do with that actually is grade it. You don't have much XP. I would like that upgraded though, so you can stun the hell out of everything.
Presents.
You are not funny.
Kratos, however, he's hilarious. Kratos is definitely the best comedian in the whole game. I've been uploading some shorts from God of War 2018, just little like funny moments, I guess, that I thought were cool. He has so many lines and moments that are just hilarious to me. Like the one where Sindri throws the apple at him and he just says catch, and Kratos just puts the axe up and chops it in half. Didn't even consider it for a moment.
To make it last.
Before I met Faye, I could not imagine a life of peace. After her death, in our travels to Jotunheim, I found peace on my own. It remains my responsibility to make it last.
Perhaps the elves will find peace again one day, even without Freyr's guidance.
His presence continues to guide them, whether they realize it or not.
21 of 48 on the Ravens. Yeah, I'm pretty curious to get my next reward from that Raven quest actually, because I want to know what the other rewards are. I mean, I already have all the armor sets.
What more is there to tell of Freya being burned by the Aesir mob?
Well,
Let this wait. Stay alert.
Barrens key. The dead elves, yeah.
Another sleeping troll, courtesy of the dwarves.
The question is, how do we wake you up to fight you for XP? My first and only thought. That and how much it reminds me of Lord of the Rings, of course.
Either of you. What more is there to tell of Freya being burned by the Aesir mob?
well, Freyr certainly wasn't the same after that. At least for a while. His carefree ways were replaced with nightmares, paranoia, and lashing out. It doesn't excuse what he said at my wedding, but I do understand where his anger came from.
There it is, okay. Let's go get these summon in circle rewards. And then I'm gonna go work on... Oh, I don't have to get out. Perfect. But I had to get out to pick those up.
Freya, there's something I've always wanted to ask. What was it Hrimthur whispered to you?
Who?
Hrimthur, the son of Thormur, the stonemason, who disguised himself and built Asgard's wall.
Oh, yes. One of the many occasions Odin saw fit to involve me in a wager without my consent.
Never mind that. Time to fight.
Okay, we can open the Barrens now. The Alfheim Barrens. What we needed for that. How do I connect the dots here with that? Looks too far to me. Yeah, way too far. And again. No, it doesn't connect. They look... No, they're not. They're not touching. Damn it. Is that a back way to get down there to burn that? Or am I just crazy? The unfortunate part of this is that, realistically, Kratos could definitely just one big sweep with this, and they're all cooked. Can't see that, but aim high, you get all three with one swipe. Maybe there is a back way in the... Maybe that is what that is. It's really hard to tell. Oh me. Let me look at it from here. Okay, so I need the first one to be affecting this. Which is just not anymore, actually. How close are you to not even close? Nowhere near close. They're touching. But it's not carrying over. Still got it. Easy. What you got for me? Hardened war handles. The Hyperion grapple and Hyperion pull do extra damage and stun. Gee, I wonder what I'm gonna use. That's such a hard choice. I know I rarely ever use Hyperion pull and grapple.
Perhaps you can bring these two animals back to Vanaheim, or Midgard even. Specky and Svanna could use the company. We have kennels.
It would not go well for them. Once a predator becomes accustomed to a land, it is cruel to move them.
I suppose you're right. Just seems lonely out here.
It is peaceful. They have each other. It is enough.
Narnia chest is the last thing we gotta do here. And I saw the other two. Let's hope I can remember where the other two were. That's one of them. This is the other. might be a little more complicated to do, however. That would have to go like the... Would have to be the... Maybe here? Yes, indeed. Wasn't too bad. Since we've already been around 51 minutes, I guess I will just go back and turn in the Elvish thing. Unless we want to do the Barrens while we're here. I do Napo. Triple wits. Alright, let's look. Real fast. Go over to... Percussive Wave seems okay. Although I guess I would have to check what Serpent Snare is. I don't know which one that is. But a health burst on Serpent Snare might actually be really good for my survivability. Goals. Open desert door. They're literally right here. Where is the desert door? Over there somewhere. Interesting. Okay, well...
Come on, brother. Let's have it. You mentioned you had a favourite poem from your homeland. What was it about?
A cunning general. A war over forbidden love.
I believe I've heard of this one. Did it
Helen of
involve
Troy.
a horse that was not as it appeared?
Yes. But that is not what happened.
Oh, it's based on truth then. And you were there.
Yes. I prefer the poem.
Is this my desert door? Oh boy.
Nasty hit. You all right, brother?
From behind! Incoming!
Put him in half with the axe toss. I'll take that. Here's my treasure map.
Light elf architecture. It's massive.
Kick this thing open. Amulet enchantment. Okay, let's quickly take a look at the map, and then I'll split the episode up, and then we'll take care of this Barrows. What is this? Could add that to the compass, I suppose. Burrow's entrance. Looks like we've gotten everything here. I missed one thing in this side of the map too. Alright guys, well that is where I'm going to wrap this one on up, I think. And then we could take care of this hidden door and the other stuff next time. So, as always, if you're new here or haven't yet, please subscribe, leave a like and a comment on your way out. And I'll see you soon with more God of War Ragnarok. Take care everybody, have a great day. Peace.